Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danny.
So I guess we'll start now.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, great. Hi, folks. Well, after 3 months off during the summer from the last CARP travel presentation, during which time I actually manually painted my own house. I'll never do that again. And I did get a chance to enjoy the summer, and now enjoying what is being presented to us as a lovely fall, as it typically is in Nova Scotia. Welcome to the 37th presentation by Almon Travel, CARP, and for tonight, Virgin Voyages, held every Tuesday at 6:30 Atlantic time. As in the past, this presentation is being recorded and will be on the CARP Travel website shortly after. A little bit about us. Almon Travel has been in business since 2003, which is over 18 years now. Like most travel agencies, we have a number of specialties that we like to work on. We've done a total of 130 destination weddings over the past 7 or 8 years in the Caribbean area. And so that leads us to be able to offer our help to organize. If you have a special date like an anniversary where you would like to have extended family come, we can certainly help in organizing groups like that. Caribbean area vacations, adult only, family resorts. Again, because of our experience with destination weddings, we know quite a bit about what is available down in the Caribbean area if you just simply want to go on a vacation. Florida trips. We are Florida specialists, particularly theme park specialists, and have visited Disney World, Universal, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, and the like a number of times, and certainly can help you with an extended family vacation in those areas as well. River cruises is a particular specialty of ours. We've done 10 itineraries around the world. 2 in Vietnam with the Cambodia and the Mekong, and in the north, the Red River. We also have done the Yangtze in China, the Nile in Egypt, as well as the Rhine and the Danube and the Rhone in Europe, the Po River in Italy, and Portugal's Douro River. We also did the Mississippi on an old-fashioned stern wheeler, which is we have very fond memories of. So we can help you with river cruises. Ocean cruises, as in what you're going to hear about today, Virgin Voyages. We have done the popular itineraries. We've done Hawaii, we've done the Mediterranean, we've done the 3 different Caribbean itineraries, a cruise around the UK, Australia and New Zealand, and Alaska. So we certainly can help you in those areas as well. Coach tours, which is the land form of cruising, whether you're going to do a bubble tour of Newfoundland and Labrador, for example, we can help you with that with the local touring company. We also have connections with large coach tour companies like Trafalgar, Globus, Inter, and so on, and they can certainly help you, help us to help you to put together a coach tour. Travel conditions, well, they're changing all the time, and in the 3 months since I gave my last presentation, they have changed again. We've reached 75%, which is very close to herd immunity here in Nova Scotia, but everyone is aware of the fact that phase 5, which was supposed to open things quite nicely here in Nova Scotia, has been modified because of the ever usual flare-ups of COVID, the Delta variety. So we have that in hotspots here in Nova Scotia too, and across Canada in several provinces, as I'm sure most of you viewers are aware. So that is, one of the things, obviously, that is still directing our attention to how and when, we can travel safely. And what we have done with all the CARP presentations is look at the safety measures that each of the companies is offering. And Danielle with Virgin is going to be talking about that as well. I am with Almon Travel representing CARP Maritimes, that's Nova Scotia, PEI, and New Brunswick, and have been named their official travel agency. My connection is Bill Van Gorder, with whom I worked on a charitable foundation where we raised almost $400,000 for charitable organizations. And in the course of my time with Bill, who was one of the founders of this 100 Men Who Give a Damn, And he also used my services to book a river cruise and a train trip across Canada. He asked us to be the official travel agency to represent Carp Nova Scotia, and we were quite happy with doing that. So right now I would like to introduce Danielle Manegio, who is the Northern Sales Manager for Virgin Voyages, who will be enlightening us on a new cruise line, Virgin Voyages, what the ship has to offer, and a bit about the two particular itineraries, a transatlantic repositioning and an Adriatic Sea and Greek Gems itinerary. Danielle, please take over.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Danny. Ahoy, everyone. I am Danielle Manegio, as Danny mentioned, and I'm actually joining you this evening from Scarlet Lady. I'm actually on board. We are so excited because we just happen to be launching tomorrow officially. So this has been a long time coming. We've been waiting, and as you know, we are so ready to safely return to sailing. So I am going to introduce you and then start off by saying, as I mentioned, we are a brand new cruise line ready to officially launch tomorrow. So I want to start off by introducing you to our first lady ship. Again, I'm on board right now, yay. Scarlet Lady. So Scarlet Lady is our first lady ship. She is going to be doing 4 and 5 night itineraries year round in the Caribbean. Then we have our second ship that is joining our fleet. She will join us next March. She is going to launch out of England, Portsmouth, England, where she will start off by doing 3, 11, and 12 night itineraries to Belgium, to Portugal, Spain, and the Canary Islands. Then she's going to make her way to her home port of Barcelona, Spain, where she's going to be doing 3 different 7-night beautiful Mediterranean itineraries. Then we have our Resilient Lady. She is our third ship joining the fleet, and she's going to be joining us in my personal favorite part of the world. She is going to be based in the summer times out of Piraeus, Athens. So August of next year, she's going to be doing 2 different itineraries in the summer season. She's going to be doing a Greek Gems, so that Greek Island Glow itinerary, and then she will be sailing over to different parts of the Adriatic Sea, which I will talk about a little bit later in the presentation and give you some highlights. So not only have we been building ships, but we've also been building our brand new home port terminal in Miami. It's called Terminal V. This is actually a rendering right here, but I sailed out of Miami 2 days ago, and it's coming along nicely, and we hope to have this beautiful port finished and completed by November. So I want to shift gears, and I want to talk about Virgin Voyages. We are a fresh new approach to cruising, and our founding father, Richard Branson, if you know anything about him, he's all about taking the status quo or going into an industry and shaking it up and really taking any pain points that he believes the industry has and really getting rid of those, so eliminating them. So Virgin Voyages, we like to say, don't just build a ship, create a yearning for the sea. So that leads me into what it means to really set sail the Virgin way. Because as I said, we've taken a fresh new approach to cruising. So I want you to think of a boutique hotel on the open ocean, but with that unmistakable Virgin style service and level of service. So we don't like to say at Virgin, we created a cruise. We really created a voyage. So first off, we are adults by design. So you need to be at least 18 years old to sail and in a cabin with at least a 21-year-old. Now, we love children, but we felt this was an area, a market that was underserved. And so we really wanted to take advantage of that And we've created these sophisticated, elevated, adults only experiences, but we say, bring your inner child on board and set them free. So again, it's that boutique hotel glamour design. At Virgin, we are really, really obsessed with design. So again, you know, we're really all about giving you that intimate, elevated feel while you're on board, where the sea is always front and center. Now, we are all about having you come as you are. So we have no forced formal night. We have actually no dress code on board. We want you to come as you are, but we want to treat you on board like a rock star. So ordinary to extraordinary. So this is all about different things that Virgin has done to really create that fresh approach to cruising. So first off, we have late nights and overnights to really give our sailors that ability to immerse themselves in the destination where they are and truly experience what makes each port so special. We're also going to have very, very unique entertainment on board. You're not going to see any of those canned Broadway experiences here. We also have some amazing culinary experiences on board. Now, we have been getting some rave reviews on our dining experiences. The restaurants really make you feel like you can be in literally any, you know, city in the world. You really feel like you're dining pretty much on land as opposed to on a cruise ship. And the best part is you don't have to pay anything extra for any of the specialty restaurants. And then last but not least, wellness is a huge, huge part of the ship. So you'll see when I show you some of the different spaces on board, we have a lot of spaces dedicated solely to wellness. So now I want to shift gears and tell you what is included in the voyage fare, because at Virgin, we don't like to have any hidden fees, no surprises. So as I mentioned, all of the amazing food is included. Tips are also included. We don't like to nickel and dime anyone. Then we do believe that Wi-Fi is a basic human right. So Wi-Fi is also on us. All of that great entertainment is on us as well. And then, as I mentioned, wellness is such a large part of the ship. We want to include your group workouts. And then we're also going to include your basic bevies. So that's going to be your still, sparkling waters, your non-pressed juices, sodas, teas, and drip coffee. And we consider all of this to be about a $600 value per person. So what's not included? So we all know when we're on holiday, you want to have a nice cocktail. So alcohol is not included. We did a lot of research with our sailors prior to creating our onboard product and found that our future sailors didn't expect to see those traditional drink packages on board. But what they did want was really reasonably priced cocktails and drinks and that sort of thing. So I do want to mention that, you know, all you can drink vibe, it's not really what we wanted on the ship, but we did want to give our sailors really reasonably priced, you know, nice cocktails on board. So this is actually in dollars, but you can see that a beer is $5, $6 out the door. Again, your tax, your tip is included in the pricing. And I can speak to this because actually my husband who's on board with me, he got a vodka soda yesterday and it was $7. So for me, that's really reasonably priced. And then 42% of our wines by the glass are under $10. So we don't have traditional drink packages, but what we do right now is we will have you prepay. So this needs to be prior to your voyage. If you prepay $300 in increments, we're going to give you an additional $50 on us. So if you drink beer, that's about, you know, depending on what drink you have, that could be 5 extra drinks on us that we're going to give you. So that's a prepaid bar tab. So I just wanted to let you know that is an option for you. So let's talk about our ships. So all of our ships are sister ships. So that means they're all pretty much identical. We want you to have the same experience across the board, depending on wherever you are in the world. So we are a mid-sized ship. We have 2,770 passengers, 1,150 crew, 1,408 cabins and suites. We're about 110,000 tonnage. And if you're into the Richard Branson trivia, we are 912 feet or 155 Richard Bransons in length. Little side note, Richard is on board with me right now. We're actually sailing the friends and family, so he's on board with his friends and his family, so that's exciting. And I do want to talk about the fact that a mid-sized ship does hold some benefits. So, for example, yesterday we docked at Bimini. So all of our Caribbean itineraries have a stop at Bimini in the Bahamas, and we have our private beach club. And the best part about being a mid-sized ship is that we can dock different places directly. And Bimini is one of those places where we can dock directly at the port and avoid that frustrating tendering experience. So I want to talk a little bit about the beach club at Bimini because, like I said, it's really going to be the crown jewel of all of the Caribbean itineraries. And as I mentioned, I got to experience it yesterday, and it exceeded my expectations. Let's put it that way. So let me tell you a little bit about this experience. So the mornings are going to have more of a tranquil feel with yoga on the beach. As the afternoon progresses, the energy around the pool is going to pick up, where we'll have a DJ to really set the mood. And then the evenings are going to have a little bit more of an acoustic vibe, where we're going to have bonfires on the beach. So really giving our sailors, like I mentioned earlier, that ability to have that like immersive full beach day. Now, if you want, you can do one of our shore excursions. We do offer those. But personally, for me, I just sat back, I relaxed, I had that full pool day, I had the beach day. And I do want to mention that when we have been sailing, we're going to sail at the most right now, with everything going on in the world, at 50% capacity. The beach club at Bimini, it's enormous. There's 2 large pools. You've got private beach. It truly, truly is everything. It's an amazing experience. So depending if you're on a 4-night itinerary, you'll stay here until midnight. So literally you have all day, no rushing. And if you're on a 5-night, we will depart the beach club at Bimini at 10 p.m. So let's switch gears. I want to show a little bit about the ship, the inside of the ship, and how we've designed it. Because not only have we created some really special spots throughout the ship where you can unwind and relax, we kind of created a really nice retreat for you, to sit back and detox, detox, actually, relax. So here we have, so I want to start off by talking about the fact that we have our insider cabins, and we actually have 46 of our insider cabins specifically priced for a single traveler, okay? We do not charge anything extra. We do not penalize you for traveling on your own. But like I said, we have 46 cabins. They are insider cabins, dedicated solely to that single traveler. So keep that in mind if you are in fact traveling on your own. So these are the insider cabins. Then we have the Sea Terrace. So the Sea Terrace is our largest cabin category. We have the most of these available, and they range from 225 to 265 square feet. That's what I'm actually in right now. Really, really beautiful cabins, and they're also smart cabins. So what does that mean? We have the latest technology. We have an iPad. I have it right here that will control the lighting, the mood, the curtains. The lighting in your room will actually intuitively match the light coming in from the sunset. So these are smart cabins. And I also want to mention that the bed will transform into day mode. If you want to have more space to move about the cabin, your bed will split in half and create a really nice lounger as well. And our staff will do that. So as I mentioned, All of these cabins have an iPad where you can control, you know, the temperature and everything. So here is a great picture of the terrace right here. All of our sea terrace cabins come with the beautiful handmade hammock. So these are the things that come with our cabins. So I can't say enough about the rain shower. Beautiful rain shower. We have some really amazing environmentally friendly red flower products. I mentioned the hammock. The large flat screen TV does not disappoint inside. And then there's a little glam area. And I also talked about the mood lighting inside. Now, if you want to live that rock star life and kick it up a notch, we have 78 suites. So we have rock star quarters, and then if you really want to kick it up a notch, we have some really, really beautiful mega rock star quarters. So when you get to the suite level, there are some additional things that come with it. So a private area, so you get access to Richard's rooftop. So that's going to be a private area that only our suite guests are have access to. Another thing you're going to have is the Rockstar Retreat on Bimini. So when we're docked at Bimini, the suite guests have a little private area as well on that island. Then we're going to give you a round of beverages on us. You're going to get early booking and priority access to things like shore excursions and the restaurants. And then we're going to have some Rockstar agents dedicated to you. So here's a great photograph of Richard's rooftop. As I mentioned, this is a private, suite guest only area dedicated for you, and it's really, really beautiful. You could take in, you know, sit, have a cocktail, and just watch the sunset. It's really a beautiful spot. Now, this is a photograph of our massive suite. This is the largest suite that we have on board. We only have 2 of these. But yes, those instruments do come with the room. It's really amazing. And I will mention, you know, music is such a big part of Virgin, because if you know anything about Richard Branson, he started Virgin Records. So there's a lot of that, you know, nestled into the ship. So like I mentioned, you can actually play those guitars. There's a Les Paul, there's a Gibson, they're guitars in this suite. And then all the suites actually have vinyl record players. So that's really cool as well. So all the suites have floor to ceiling marble, really, really beautiful spaces that were designed by world-renowned designer Tom Dixon. So at that mega rock star level, you're gonna get upgraded Wi-Fi. You're gonna get your bar tab is literally on us. So all of your drinks in your room and your daily bar tab is again on us. So you can really, you know, get that rock star experience. We're also gonna give you daily spa access to our thermal suite. We're gonna offer you transfers to and from the airport. And then we're actually gonna have an agent dedicated solely to you. So now we're going to switch gears a little, and we're going to talk about those itineraries that Danny mentioned in the beginning. So I want to highlight 2 itineraries because they're unique and special. And of course, Resilient Lady is going to be sailing out of my favorite part of the world, so Greece. So I want to talk about the Adriatic Sea and Greek Gem itinerary. So here we have it. I talked about how we have, you know, the ability to have those late nights, right? To give our sailors that time to relax and really experience a destination. And here on this itinerary is a great example of that. We get to Dubrovnik, Croatia at 9 a.m. and we do not depart until the next day at 2 a.m. So I don't know about you, but I've been to Croatia on another brand, and I just remember like enjoying. I was in a amazing space. I was swimming. I was in the most beautiful clear water, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, I literally have a half an hour, otherwise the ship's gonna leave without me. So that's what I love about Virgin Voyages. We give you that opportunity to, you know, experience the destination and see what's so special about it. And if you know anything about Dubrovnik, there are so many different places, so much history, so much to see. Game of Thrones was actually filmed in Dubrovnik. So again, really, you know, giving our sailors that opportunity to see the destination. So Montenegro, we're there almost a full 12 hours. Corfu, another amazing spot. The water is crystal clear, absolutely beautiful. Corfu, 12 hours. And then again, we're going to be back at sea, and we're going to have a full day at Argostoli. So really, really beautiful itinerary. And honestly, I am going to get on board for this. And then Resilient Lady, she's living my best life because she's going to be summering in the Mediterranean, and then she's going to make her transatlantic journey over to Puerto Rico, where she's going to winter and do some special different Caribbean itineraries, longer Caribbean itineraries. But this is a really special itinerary because this is going to be her transatlantic journey over to the US. So really giving you that opportunity to do the deep dive while on board. And I have to say, some people say, well, there's, I might get bored. It's a long itinerary, but there is so much to do while on board. First off, the restaurants, there's 6, I will go over them. Amazing opportunity to just experience literally every restaurant. We have a beautiful brunch. We have really special spaces. So, but there's other things to do. There's trivia, there's bingo, there are shows. There's so much to do while on board. So far I've been on this ship now, it will be a total of 12 nights total. I have not experienced even close to everything. So it's important to know. So I'm gonna shift over to our onboard spaces just to show you what we have on board. So I'm gonna start off, everyone wants to know about the pool, the aquatic club. So again, we're sailing at 50% capacity. There were pool chairs everywhere. So this is our pool. You can take a dip, you can sit, soak in, relax, take in the sun. We'll have a DJ here. We also have another pool on the other side of this pool that's more tied into our well-being pool. So lots of options to get in a pool and relax. Now, this is the roundabout. This is connecting deck 7 and deck 6. This is where a lot of action is. It's really a beautiful space, really sweeping, and kind of brings the ship together. I'm going to show you, here we have the perch. This is our highest deck. This is deck 17. This is where you can sit back and relax and just take in the sea, or we offer sunrise yoga here. So again, all those wellness spaces. Here we have the tune-up. I know some people, they like to get their nails done, or they perhaps didn't get to have their nails done, or didn't get to have that pedicure prior to getting on board. Here at the tune-up, you can get your nails done and take in the beauty of the ocean. Then we have dry dock, another option for the ladies. I thought about getting a blowout tonight, but this is where you can get a really nice blowout. Then for the gents, we have stubble and groom. This is where you can get a nice shave and a haircut. And even if you like, enjoy a nice beer while you're doing it. Then we also have some really, really beautiful shops. I am about to, after this, do some damage. We actually have our Virgin Voyages shop where you can buy Virgin Voyages stuff. It's probably the most popular shop on board, but we also have really a lot of unique brands. And this is modeled after High Street in London, so very great. I left Redemption Spa about 2 hours ago. I had an amazing massage. This spa is unreal. It is modeled after an underwater cave. It is absolutely beautiful. There are so many different options and treatments. We actually do a very rare quartz treatment on board. So definitely think about that if you are sailing with us. Then we have the B complex, balance. This is the part of the gym where you can do yoga. We also have, sorry, we actually have a spin room as well. So we have all sorts of options for you to detox and really take care of your body. I worked out this morning and it was amazing. I actually did a run on the runway. So this is a halo that kind of is around the top of the ship. So on other ships, you know, the walking area is sometimes connected with a pool, not us. We are kind of hovering over the top of the ship. This is actually deck 16, actually deck 17. It's amazing. You can run and it's so motivating and take in the panoramic views of the ocean. It was amazing this morning. Now, we do have a casino. A lot of people like to gamble as well on board. This is kind of an old school James Bond style casino. It has everything you need. It has slots, it has table games. What it doesn't have is smoke. It's a smoke-free casino, but we will have a smoking section as well for the smokers on board. I mentioned that all of our suites have vinyl record players. So we also have a shop on board, Voyage Vinyl, where you can come down, you can listen to records, you can purchase them and then bring them up to your suite. We also have the groupie. So the groupie is going to be your karaoke bar. And the best part about the groupie, besides living out those rock star fantasies, is that it is free of charge. You just reserve the room. Now, this is always a fun slide because we are the only cruise line to have a tattoo parlor on board. We have one for those people that want that permanent souvenir. It's called Squid Ink, and believe it or not, it's one of the most popular places on board. So definitely, if you're interested, check that out. And then I want to talk about something that's very dear to me, very close to my heart, which is the culinary experience on board. I am a foodie. I love to experience food, but the best part about Virgin Voyages, all of our food is made to order. It's sustainably sourced. We do not have a buffet on board. And that's really all about the fact that, you know, by design, we didn't want a buffet on board. And really, buffets do create a lot of waste. And Virgin is all about respecting the environment. We are actually a carbon neutral ship. So I'll show you the different areas and spaces that we do have. And I'm going to start off by talking about our specialty restaurant. So here we have the Wake. This is at the aft of the ship, of course. This is our most regal, theatrical restaurant. We will offer a brunch here, but this will feature some really, really prime cuts of meat and beautiful seafood, sorry, I'm jumping ahead, seafood dishes as well. Then we have Razzle Dazzle. Now, Razzle Dazzle is vegan and vegetarian forward. That being said, we have some naughty items we have a naughty menu where we also have an amazing fried chicken sandwich. It is unreal. So far I've been having breakfast every day at Razzle Dazzle because it is so good. So lots of options there. Then we have Test Kitchen. So Test Kitchen is kind of like that cooking laboratory experience. So during the day, we will offer different classes. We'll offer something called Shot for Shot, where you create these special cocktails, and then we have someone who is going to show you how to photograph them and upload them to Instagram. So that's what's going on during the day. And then in the evening, you're really at the mercy of the chef. So it's really a chef tasting menu. You'll see a menu. It will just have one ingredient, about 7 courses. And it's really up to the chef to take you on a culinary journey. Really, really fun. Great food, great experience. Then we have Gun Bay. Gun Bay is a Korean style barbecue restaurant. This is going to be very social, very high energy. We will give you a complimentary shot of soju to start your night. And you're actually going to be able to cook on your flameless grills right there in traditional Korean style barbecue. And then we have Pink Agave. Pink Agave is beautifully, beautifully designed. This is going to be your upscale Mexico City street food, but taken to a whole new level. So We're also going to have some nice tequilas and mezcals. Really, really popular restaurant. Really fun experience. In the evenings around 9, we'll also bring in a DJ to create like a fun, cool party vibe. Extra Virgin, I actually had dinner last night at Extra Virgin. So this is going to be our Italian restaurant on board. As you can see, some really beautiful charcuterie boards if you like that. You can get some nice wine tastings. We'll have rare Italian wine tastings here, as well as fresh pasta made daily. So another great, great restaurant on board. Now, I talked about the fact that we do not have a buffet on board, but this is our answer to the buffet. This is called the galley, and it's very similar to those modern food halls or food trucks. So I'm just going to give you a taste of all the options. We have grab and go bento boxes. So we have a little sushi area. We have a panini area. We have a taco bar, a noodle bar. Again, pressed sandwiches here, and a 24/7 diner. So literally anything you can think of, you can get here. So we have a burger bar. Then on deck 7, we have our ice cream shop that's called Lick Me Till Ice Cream. And we actually have 7 different flavors made daily. We also offer vegan and vegetarian options here as well. Then I want to show you some of the different spaces where you can have a nice drink or a beer, a draft. So this is Draft House. This is where you can get those beers on tap. We actually have a Virgin Voyages. We've partnered with Winwood Brewing Company in Miami. So we have our own brew there that's on tap called Stray the Course. So definitely try that out if you're on board. Here we have Loose Cannon. This is going to be similar to those Brighton Beach kind of pub style types of bars. It's kind of a hidden gem on board. Then we have On the Rocks. So On the Rocks is where you can get a really great cocktail created just for you. Our mixologist will ask you what kind of flavors you like and create a special cocktail for you, or simply you can order just from the menu. And then we have sips. So if music is part of our DNA, champagne is running through our veins. So we have a space on board dedicated solely to making those champagne wishes and caviar dreams come true. So that's Sip Lounge, which brings me to something else that is just so Virgin, all about that elevating your experience on board. So when you're on board, you will use your Sailor app to check in. You'll have to download that prior to getting on board. But when you're on board, you just take your phone, and if you have the app open, you can just shake your phone, and a button will pop up, and it will say, save water, drink champagne. And literally, you can do that anywhere on board, and you will get delivered a bottle of champagne, a bottle of Moet and Chandon. They are our partner. And my colleague who's on board right now, he just shook for champagne, and he said it took about 15 minutes total for them to find him. He was up on the pool deck, and there he got a beautiful chilled bottle of champagne. So let's just, I'm winding down. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Otherwise, Danny will help you out. You can go to Almon Travel, but just want to talk about some promotions right now. So I mentioned the bar tab. So right now, if you pre-purchase $300 prior to your sailing, we're going to give you an extra $50 on us. If you pre-purchase $600, we'll give you an extra $100. See how that works? Then we're also running a great promotion. It's all about getting locked in advance. So if you book outside of 180 days, we're going to give you 10% off your sailing. If you book outside of 179 and 121 days, we'll give you 5%. Then also applicable, if you do pay in full at that 100-day over 100 days out, we're going to give you another 10%. So 10% and then 10%. So these offers are stackable. So Thank you so much. This is my last slide. Richard, thanks you. Thank you for your time. And I will turn it back over to Danny if there are no questions. Obviously, if you have any questions, Danny's your expert. He is our partner and he is here to help you. And if you have any questions about Virgin Voyages, he is your go-to guy. So I will stop sharing and see. I'll hand it over to you, Danny.
Thanks very much, Danielle. Manegio, Virgin Voyages. That was very interesting. I have taken in a lot of cruise presentations and have experienced a lot of cruises myself too. But I see some very novel things here with this cruise line, and it makes me really want to experience it. Just a couple of comments on some things that I did see. Inside cabins for single occupancy, fantastic. I mean, that's one of the specialties we're trying to develop here at Almon Travel and CARP is, you know, an opportunity for those people who have to travel solo for whatever reason. Partners can't travel or they don't have partners. So it's really nice to see that you have a considerable number of cabins available for that at similar prices too. So really, really pleased to see that. Tips included, free Wi-Fi, all of the different bonus things. You mentioned $600. I mean, I have been on cruises where my Wi-Fi bill has been pretty enormous, you know, trying to conduct business while we're actually cruising. So that is a fantastic benefit. And of course, tips really mount up too. So to have that already included in the price is wonderful. No dress code. I know that there are travelers who like to get dressed up. I'm not one of them. I like to be comfortable and casual when I'm traveling, so that certainly appeals to me. The late nights and the extra time in different ports is great. You know, you're right. Normally it's a 4 or 5 hours maximum with other cruise lines, and if you don't take their preordained excursion, which is time to the minute, you know, you're looking at your watch all the time. So to have that much time, you know, 11 or 12 hours is phenomenal. The private beach club, I've been to a number of private islands. I must say I'm very impressed with the quality of this. It certainly looks like something that you would want to spend an entire day there. Smart cabins, wow, that appeals to you know, to many people nowadays. I mean, smartphones, our computers are smart in many places. I mean, I'm afraid to mention the name of my Alexa. Probably. Oh, I turned her on. Anyway, yeah, we have that in our homes now. Whoops. There, it just talked to me. So you know, that's the way of the future too. Alexa, off. Yeah, so very impressed with that as well. Adriatic, you know, a nice mix of ports and cruising. A couple of days. See, I'm port intensive. I really like to visit ports, but certainly I agree with you. There's so much being offered on the ship that you'll never be able to experience it. You mentioned you've been on for 10 or 12 days and haven't even come close to experiencing that. So yeah, you know, anybody that says, "Oh, cruising, it's got to be boring." Whoa, you got to try this. You will definitely find something to do all the time. No buffets on boards. I mean, I was very impressed with the restaurants that you mentioned there. Can't talk about each one of them, but the one that really stood out for me as being really particularly interesting was the test kitchen, where you just go in and I guess you just say, "Feed me," and the chef will put, you know, some incredible creations on your dish. So the restaurants themselves also were absolutely amazing. So very, very, very impressed with what you've shown us, Danielle, here. And I want to thank you very, very much for taking the time to talk to me and to the viewers here today about Virgin Voyages.
Anytime.
Yeah. Just in conclusion now, I want to suggest to viewers here that tune in at 6:30 Atlantic Daylight Time on Tuesday, October the 12th for our next presentation by Glenn Letch of Country Walkers and VBT, who will be showcasing the two companies he represents, guided or self-guided walking tours all over the world and bicycling tours, e-bikes as well, also around the world. So Danielle, thank you again. Very much appreciated this.
Thank you so much. Have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you soon on board.
Oh, I'd love to be.
Have a good night.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.